Welcome back to the Icebox, everybody. We are having a very chilly morning out here in the shop. So, I wanted to share with you a video that I actually made a while ago for the members portion of the channel. A thing that you often hear repeated by people is find your own rockhounding spot. But they don't actually ever really tell you how. How exactly can you go about doing that? It's just almost like a auto response from these people. So I wanted to share with you a tool that you can use. It does cost some money, but it's a tool that you can use to get started today in your local area for finding interesting places to possibly go rockhound at. Stuff that's not going to be in a lot of books, on and on. Like I said, this was originally made for the members portion of the page. If you like this kind of content, consider joining the channel. We're doing a lot of more in-depth videos there, stuff where we really dig deep into subjects unlike you're going to find anywhere else. So with that said, I appreciate it. Enjoy the video. In today's video, I wanted to share with you an important resource that I use for finding my own rockhounding spots. That's something you always hear, go find your own spots, but nobody really tells you much as far as how. So what you're looking at right here is Gaia GPS, and I'm going to be talking about their premium service. So I pay $40 a year for this. Now, this is something that you can use on your desktop computer for doing research on rockhounding spots, and then sync that with your phone so that you have these maps out in the field. So what you're looking at here is Wyoming and, mostly Wyoming. You can see right down here in the bottom right-ish part of your screen, there's Cheyenne and on. So you have a lot of different useful layers and databases that you can access through their premium service. So for example, right here in the Granite Mountains, you can see these little little crosses of picks. These are mines. And it's just that easy to click on it. And as you can see here, as the one that we happen to click on is uranium. And then, it'll also have other information as well. Let's find a different one here. And, okay, so the Goat Mountain area, the commodity was iron. It was surface operation as opposed to an underground operation. And then you can see here, though, you have other materials that are found there. So let's pick some of these. How about this Goat Mountain area? Let's just zoom in on this and I'll show you something. So I have a couple of layers turned on here that are really important now. If you want to go explore some of these different mines, you're going to want some of this information. It's certainly slow to populate here. I don't exactly have the fastest internet. But as you can see here, we're starting to see private and public lands borders pop up on here, and you can just see the number of mines that you could potentially explore. And you can see here the roads as well. Now, this is really important. You do not want to be getting onto private property when you're exploring these mines. And you can literally just click some of these and see what is out there. Now, generally, as you can see as I click around, an area is going to be mostly one commodity. Like right here, these are a lot of different uranium mines. Now, of course, if you're looking for a specific type of rock or mineral, knowing where those occur and what they occur with, example, magnesium and serpentinite go hand in hand. And this is something we could be talking about in future videos as well. But as we start to scroll around here, you can see that, this Lazy YK Ranch, as an example. I can click on this, and I can actually get all of their information, as you can see on the left-hand side of the screen. So let's say there was a place that you wanted to go rockhounding or some land that you wanted to explore. How do you go about finding who owns that. I mean, yeah, you can go to public records, use some of those county websites, but this is so much easier. You could write these people a letter and be like, can I come metal detect on your property? Can I come look at the rocks on your property? Things like that. And you know, as you start to zoom around here, you can see like this is all this yellow here. This is all BLM right there. We have the Wyoming state of Wyoming owns that little parcel right there. An extremely useful tool. We have lots of really useful layers in here. You can see right now I have private land, public lands, mines, and mineral resources turned on, and then the Gaia topo. Some of the other ones that you're going to find to be really useful, especially if you live in the western U.S., is going to be the snow map. We're going to zoom out here, and I'll show you. So you can start to see now where you have snow on the ground, which is also a really critical tool if you want to go rock hounding, to know what is going to be covered up, what's going to be frozen ground. So that's an important one that you get to have access to. You also have the bedrock layer. So now we're going to be layering over our map a stratigraphic guide. So all of these different colors are going to be a different type of rock that is going to be on the surface. So depending on where you're at, you know, you can just click around and see what you have, what you would be standing on top of. You can do an amazing amount of research about a rock hounding location or just places in general that you might want to go check out with this tool. I absolutely recommend it. It's far superior to some of the other apps that are out there, such as Onyx. Onyx, you have to buy the app state by state or nationwide. This is $40 a year. So it's a screaming good deal in my opinion, and I absolutely recommend it. You can download maps offline to your phone. You can see air quality. You can see cellular phone coverage. Like for me, I'm a Verizon customer. So what's populating now over the top of this. Now, some of these layers, they don't always interact well. But you can see here now, I can see where I would have Verizon light coverage. It's a pretty handy tool here, and you can change the opacity of these layers. You can change how they're stacking. So I can just click to turn them off. I can be like, I don't like how that bedrock looks, so I can lower the overlay, and you can really start to stack topo and satellite. Extremely useful tool. Well, I think this has started to drag on just a little bit. Oh, one more thing that I wanted to show you. Okay, so when you click these little mine things, you'll see an information link, and we'll pop this open right here. We'll open this up in a new tab, and this will be the USGS data on it. You can then continue your research through the deposit IDs that it gives you. This is going to tell you all kinds of useful information about that mine. I hope you found this to be a useful video, and good luck with your rock hounding, and feel free to reach out if you ever need a hand with anything. Thanks.